The allegations that have been published raise a question about the possibility of undue influence, and raises a question about whether some of the national newspapers had some power over the Culture Secretary John Whittingdale, and whether that influenced his decisions. It raises a lot of questions, and those need to be answered. This isn't about his private life. This is about the press having a story about a minister. Do we know if the minister knew that the press had the story on him? We don't know. If he did know, did he tell the Prime Minister, which he has an obligation to do under the ministerial code? There are questions to answer around that, and this is around public interest and the possibility of undue influence by the press over the minister responsible for press regulation. Well, in the last week, some of the national newspapers have been absolutely desperate to publish some information about the sex life of a British celebrity, which a judge has ruled shouldn't be published because of the interests of children that are concerned. And yet, they're absolutely offended that they can't publish those details, and yet they're defending this. I think it's a case of double standards, particularly because there is a public interest in knowing whether the press had a story that may have influenced the Culture Secretary's decisions on press regulation. Well, if you look at John Whittingdale's voting record, you can see that he's a member of the Cornerstone Group, which advocates traditional family values. He has voted against any liberalisation of prostitution, and he actually, when he was chair of the Select Committee, Media Select Committee, he actually said to Max Mosley, surely this was irresponsible and reckless of you to be going on with your behaviour, because you knew that the press were going to expose it one day. So I think that shows that actually there is a story there.